Blue Origin's New Glenn made history on January 16th with a successful orbital launch and payload deployment. But in a dramatic turn of events, the massive booster's landing attempt ended with its loss at sea. While reaching orbit marked a triumph, the failed recovery left engineers searching for answers. Fresh analysis has uncovered what likely went wrong in those final moments. From critical engine malfunctions to control system failures that may have saved Blue Origin's drone ship from devastating impact. This is Elon Musk 24 Hours, bringing you the latest developments in space technology. Let's dive right in. The loss of New Glenn's booster wasn't just a technical failure. It was the culmination of a complex chain of events that began long before the landing attempt. At the heart of this story lies the BE-4 engine system, a marvel of modern engineering that performed flawlessly during ascent, but faced unprecedented challenges during its return to Earth. Our analysis points to three critical factors that led to this outcome. The first, and perhaps most significant, involves the BE-4 engine's performance during the crucial landing phase. These engines, which had successfully powered the massive rocket to orbit, showed signs of strain during re-entry. Engineering data suggests that the extreme temperatures and pressures during the initial flight may have compromised key components within the engine system. The BE-4's design incorporates an intricate network of turbopumps, fuel lines, and combustion chambers. During the mission's ascent phase, these systems operated in perfect harmony, delivering the necessary thrust to achieve orbit. However, the demands of spaceflight took their toll. The thermal stress from re-entry, combined with the dynamic pressures of atmospheric descent, created conditions that the engines had never experienced during ground testing. A particularly telling moment occurred during the booster's flip maneuver, a critical phase where the vehicle must reorient itself for landing. Telemetry data indicates that the planned 15-second landing burn was cut short. This timing discrepancy proved catastrophic for the landing attempt. Think of it like trying to stop a car with failing brakes. Even a fraction of a second can mean the difference between a safe stop and disaster. But the story doesn't end with the engines. The control system, the brain of the operation, appears to have encountered its own set of challenges. During the descent phase, the booster executed a series of aggressive flip maneuvers that exceeded design parameters. These movements triggered a cascade of internal events that would ultimately seal the booster's fate. Inside the massive rocket, these maneuvers created violent fuel sloshing, a phenomenon where liquid propellants crash against tank walls with tremendous force. This isn't just about spilled fuel, it's about disrupting the precise ballet of fluid dynamics that these rockets depend on. The methane and liquid oxygen, essential for the BE-4's operation, need to flow with exact precision. Any disruption can throw off the entire system. The investigation revealed that these aggressive maneuvers likely damaged critical fuel lines and components. Picture a delicate network of pipes and valves being subjected to forces they were never designed to handle. The result? A catastrophic breakdown in the fuel delivery system precisely when the booster needed it most. One of the most revealing aspects of this failure was the turbopump system's behavior. These sophisticated components, which regulate the flow of propellants into the combustion chamber, showed signs of irregular operation during the final moments. Without proper fuel flow, the engines couldn't generate the necessary thrust for a controlled landing. The irony isn't lost on space industry veterans. The very systems designed to save the booster may have contributed to its demise. The navigation system, which should have guided the booster to a precise landing on the drone ship, instead directed it to a watery grave. In hindsight, this may have been a blessing in disguise. A misguided landing attempt on the drone ship could have resulted in a catastrophic collision, destroying both the booster and the valuable recovery vessel. The investigation has raised serious questions about Blue Origin's approach to reusability. The company's decision to attempt a drone ship landing on the first flight was bold, perhaps too bold. SpaceX, the current leader in reusable rocketry, took years to perfect their landing techniques, starting with simple water touchdowns before attempting ship landings. The pressure on Blue Origin's engineering team is immense. They're not just dealing with technical challenges, they're racing against time and competition. SpaceX has already completed hundreds of successful landings, setting an incredibly high bar for the industry. Every delay in solving these problems puts Blue Origin further behind in the race for reliable, reusable spaceflight. The FAA's involvement adds another layer of complexity. Their investigation demands thorough documentation and analysis of every system failure. This isn't just bureaucratic red tape. It's about ensuring future flights don't repeat these mistakes. The lack of clear observation angles during the landing attempt has complicated the investigation, forcing engineers to rely heavily on telemetry data and computer simulations. The path forward isn't simple. Blue Origin must completely redesign their landing procedures, enhance their control systems, and possibly modify the BE-4 engines for better reliability during descent. This isn't just about fixing what went wrong. It's about fundamentally rethinking their approach to reusability. The stakes are especially high given Blue Origin's upcoming missions. NASA payloads await launch on future flights, and the company can't afford another failure. The testing of upper stage components has already revealed concerning issues, adding to the mountain of technical challenges the team must overcome. This setback comes at a crucial time in the commercial space race. SpaceX continues to push boundaries with their Starship program, having already achieved 2 successful catches of their Super Heavy booster, a feat that seemed impossible just years ago. The gap between the two companies grows wider with each passing day. The real test for Blue Origin isn't just about recovering from this failure, it's about learning the right lessons. The company must balance their ambition with practical engineering constraints. Racing to match SpaceX's capabilities without building the necessary foundation could lead to more setbacks. Looking ahead, Blue Origin faces critical decisions. The company must carefully weigh the risks of future landing attempts against the pressure to demonstrate reusability. Each launch carries not just a payload, but the weight of industry expectations and the dreams of those who believe in the future of commercial spaceflight. For the space industry, this failure serves as a sobering reminder that the path to reusable spaceflight is paved with technical challenges and engineering setbacks. But it's these very challenges that drive innovation and push the boundaries of what's possible in space exploration. This failure, while significant, isn't the end of Blue Origin's story. It's a crucial chapter in their journey to master reusable spaceflight, a journey that continues to captivate and inspire those who dream of a future where access to space is routine, reliable, and sustainable. As Blue Origin steps back to analyze this setback, one thing remains clear. The race for reusable spaceflight technology continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. With SpaceX's Starship program achieving milestone after milestone, the pressure mounts for Blue Origin to adapt and evolve their approach. The next few months will be critical. The engineering team must balance swift improvements with thorough testing, ensuring that future New Glenn flights demonstrate not just capability, but reliability. Each lesson learned from this landing attempt brings us one step closer to routine, reusable access to space. What do you think about Blue Origin's chances of catching up to SpaceX in the reusability race? Share your thoughts in the comments below. How long do you think it will take for New Glenn to achieve its first successful landing? If you want to stay updated on the latest developments in commercial spaceflight and the ongoing competition between these aerospace giants, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community here at Elon Musk 24 Hours. Don't forget to like this video if you found our analysis helpful. This has been Elon Musk 24 Hours, keeping you informed about the future of space exploration. Until next time, keep watching the skies. The space race is far from over. "7 seconds of triumph, followed by an unexpected turn of events." While the world watched Ship 33's dramatic finale, another story was unfolding right back at Starbase, one that would prove just as crucial to the future of spaceflight. On January 16, 2025, Booster 14 made history as it gracefully descended toward the launch tower at Boca Chica. The mechanical arms reached out, executing a precise choreography of engineering that would mark only the second successful catch in Starship's history. But beneath this achievement lies a complex web of challenges that few have stopped to examine. From an engine that initially refused to light, to subtle signs of structural stress that emerged in the aftermath, Booster 14's journey tells a story of both breakthrough and concern, one that deserves our full attention. Welcome to Elon Musk 24 Hours, and today we're pulling back the curtain on what really happened with Booster 14 during Flight 7, before, during, and after its historic catch. The answers might surprise you. Let's dive right in. The mechanical arms of the launch tower stood ready in the Texas dawn, awaiting a reunion with their massive metal dance partner. Booster 14's return to Earth would mark only the second time in history that SpaceX attempted this precise aerial ballet, a 230-foot-tall rocket gracefully descending into the waiting arms of Mechazilla. But before we delve into those crucial final moments, let's trace back to what made this flight different. As Booster 14 lifted off from Starbase that January morning, the SpaceX team knew they were pushing boundaries. The previous success with Booster 12 during Flight 5 had given them confidence. But space exploration never guarantees an encore performance. The first sign that Booster 14 would write its own unique story came during the boost-back phase. As the massive first stage began its calculated return, one of its Raptor engines refused to wake from its brief slumber. In the world of rocket science, where millisecond timing and perfect synchronization reign supreme, this momentary hesitation sent ripples through mission control. The engine eventually roared to life during the landing burn. But this early stumble raised critical questions about the complex dance between hardware and software. Think about the sheer audacity of what SpaceX is attempting here. Each Raptor engine is a marvel of engineering, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with methane propulsion. When one of these powerhouses shows even the slightest hesitation, it's like a prima ballerina missing a step in a perfectly choreographed performance. The implications stretch far beyond this single flight. They touch the very heart of SpaceX's vision for rapid reusability. The engine anomaly wasn't just a technical hiccup, it was a window into the countless variables SpaceX must master. Every sensor reading, every line of code, every mechanical movement must work in perfect harmony. The team's ability to adapt and compensate for this unexpected behavior showcases the robust design philosophy that's become a hallmark of the Starship program. As Booster 14 continued its descent, eagle-eyed observers noticed something else, a subtle but concerning detail in the engine section. Photos captured what appeared to be warping during the relight phase. While heat distortion from camera angles might explain these images, they sparked intense debate within the space community. Was this a sign of structural stress? A new challenge for the engineering team to overcome. The real drama peaked during the catch attempt. Unlike its predecessor, Booster 12, Booster 14 exhibited increased oscillation after being secured by the chopstick arms. This wasn't just a subtle vibration. It was a visible reminder of the immense forces at play. The tower's arms, designed to cradle a rocket weighing as much as a small passenger aircraft, had to maintain their grip while compensating for these unexpected movements. But there's more to this story than just the technical challenges. Behind every decision, every adjustment, stands a team of dedicated engineers and technicians. They've poured countless hours into understanding these systems, anticipating failure modes, and building redundancies. When reports emerged of catch ramps showing signs of wear, it wasn't just about replacing hardware. It was about understanding the complex interaction between materials under extreme stress. The catch mechanism itself represents one of the most ambitious aspects of the Starship program. It's a testament to human ingenuity that we've reached a point where catching a rocket has become a realistic goal. But success brings its own challenges. The software controlling this operation processes thousands of data points in real time, making split-second decisions that mean the difference between triumph and disaster. What's particularly fascinating is how SpaceX balances automation with human oversight. Even with all the advanced algorithms and sensors, a flight director must still give the final go-ahead for the catch attempt. This hybrid approach speaks to the wisdom gained from previous flights, acknowledging that human judgment remains crucial even in our most automated systems. Comparing Flight 7 to its predecessors reveals an evolution in complexity. While Flight 5's Booster 12 set the standard for smooth execution, Booster 14 pushed the envelope further. Each new variable introduced, from engine modifications to structural improvements, adds another layer of complexity to an already intricate operation. The data gathered from this flight is invaluable. Every wobble, Every delayed ignition, every stress pattern tells a story. These aren't failures. They're breadcrumbs leading toward improvement. The SpaceX team will analyze this information with their characteristic thoroughness, using it to refine and enhance future designs. Looking at the broader implications, Booster 14's performance raises important questions about the pace of innovation. Should SpaceX maintain